Hello everyone, my name is Eric Hall and this is my e-portfolio. Before I get into my e-portfolio, I'd like just tell you a little bit about my educational background, which begins with my undergrad degree from CUNY University in New York. I also attended UCF for almost 2 years and then transferred to USF and enrolled in instructional technology program. One of my reasons for doing that is because I live uh, pretty close to USF. I've been a law enforcement officer for over 14 years, and I'm also a small business owner. I own and operate a computer repair shop in Fort Pierce, Florida. My passion is in web design, basic computer repair, computer programming, game design, pretty much anything that has to do with computers. So with that, here is my ePortfolio page. As you can see on my home page, I've listed towards the bottom of the page all the courses that I've taken at USF and all the wonderful teachers that taught these classes. From there, I have a link up at the very top with educational background, and it tells you a little bit about my undergrad degree and hopefully as well my master's degree that I hope to get at the end of this year in the fall. My BS degree is in computer science and journalism, uh, CUNY University in New York, and I've added a little slide to the right that shows some of the students that have attended the CUNY system and a little bit of information about the CUNY system down to the bottom to your left. I also have a contact page where I can be reached by email, and I've also listed my phone number. So from there, we go into the actual portfolio, and the first thing you'll see is a diagram that I think really depicts the set of standards for the AECT requirements. And I've listed these requirements and then under the bottom of the diagram. And I've also included a little bit more description about my life experiences and why do I think that I've met the requirements of the AECT. And then after that, I've listed from 1 to 5 in order all a set of standards that I hope to demonstrate that I fulfill the requirements. So scroll down to the bottom and we will click on the first page for the first set of standards, artifacts S.1. And what you will simply do is start with S.11, which is the creating artifact. And if you click on the icons above the description, it will bring up some kind of work that I've done. In this case, I designed a website in EME 6930 with Professor Smith. I think it was a great class and also a great teacher. And it's basically an instructional site talking about gun safety for children and, and parents alike. So to the right, you do the same thing, click on the icon, and in this case, it will bring up a PowerPoint project that shows that I'm able to demonstrate something that I've implemented, some kind of technology, and if you read the description, what I created was an animation, a Jack in the Box animation in EME 6215 instructional graphics at USF. To the right is S1.3, and that is the evaluating artifact. and I have attached a Word document for an assignment that I did. This involved the ADDIE model, and the description talks about uh, a small company that I designed an instructional program for at the University of Central Florida. Going down to the bottom, there's two other artifacts, S.14 and S.15, and just as we did in the other cases, you click on the icon and it will either bring up a paper that I've done in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint project, or a website, or a link to a YouTube video on a website, because I did do some digital training as well. For the S.14, in this case, it was a STEM project that I did as a group. I did it with, I believe, four other group members, and it was done at UCF. But it is in the description. I elaborate on the classes as much as I can. I did mention some of the teachers, but at the bottom of each description, I have listed the name of the class that I took and when and where I took the class. So we scroll down to the bottom and we click on the link for the next set of standards. And just as we did before, we read the description and also click on the icon. In this case, S.21 was a website I created again in EME 6930 with some JavaScript functionality. To the right is a paper I did on cognitive learning, brain-based learning at UCF, and the description below the icon goes into all that, and it will tell you exactly the name of the class that I took in this area. It was EME 60646, Learning Cognitive Neurosciences, and that was done in the summer of 2016 at UCF before I transferred to USF. And then, as we did before, scroll down to the bottom to S2.4. This artifact discussed managing through technology, and I have attached a video that I did with a screencast tool that demonstrates my ability to meet the requirements of this artifact. And to my right is an ethical artifact, and I have the description below where I shot a YouTube video that discussed the first diversity in the military, mainly the Korean War, and the YouTube video will go into that. You go down to the bottom, click the next set of standards, and pretty much just click on the icon. It's very easy to navigate, and the website is very clean. You click on the icons and just read the description. Try to put in as much as I can about each assignment that I did, explain it as best as I can. Once you finish reading, go down to the bottom, scroll down to the bottom, click on the next set of standards, 4.1, and as soon as you finish reading the description and click on the icons, you will come to the standards for Standard 5, AECT Standards 5, which will be the last set of standards, and read the description again, and just click. What I've tried to do is put insert icons that will correspond with the artifacts to make it easier for whoever is viewing the web page to understand what the requirement is. So that's really it as far as the portfolio. I do realize that part of the requirement for the e-portfolio is you have to mention some kind of reflection of what you would have done differently. And I would say for me personally, I think if I knew I was going to do this e-portfolio, I would have arranged my work that I've done for over 2.5, going 3 years altogether. I would have arranged my work, my assignments, my papers a little bit better. I did save pretty much everything, but I think I would have saved it. Just arrange it a little bit better. It makes it a lot easier when you're trying to, when you're looking for the work that you've done that correspond with each artifact. I hope you enjoy my website, and I hope you enjoy this presentation. Thank you.